This is the case of infective endocarditis. Vegetations are attached to both anterior mitral leaflet and posterior mitral leaflet. In this image you see at the same time few chordae are ruptured in this case, and next image you will see the severe mitral regurgitation due to rupture of chordae and due to vegetation. In this image you see the severe mitral regurgitation. This is again the image. Here you see the vegetations. In this image again you see the vegetation, but what I want to show you is to see the contraction of right ventricle. The free wall of right ventricle is not contracting compared to the apex of right ventricle. The apical portion of right ventricle is contracting, but free wall of right ventricle is not contracting. This is a pressure gradient across tricuspid valve. Higher side it is 47. Again see the same thing. How the contraction RV is contracting less than the left ventricle, and RV apical portion is contracting, and that is called McConnells signs present in pulmonary embolism. RV free wall is not contracting, but the apex is contracting. That is sign of pulmonary embolism. Again you see in the same image, that is short axis view. LV is contracting compared to RV. LV is more contracting, RV is not contracting. Systolic dysfunction is in RV. This is what the pulmonary flow across pulmonary valve. The acceleration time is 48 millisecond. You see in this 48 millisecond, that is less than 60 millisecond. So 60 by 60 rule. Pressure gradient across pulmonary valve, pressure gradient across tricuspid valve less than 60 millimeter of mercury, and acceleration time less than 60 millisecond across pulmonary valve. And a pulmonary artery flow has acceleration time less than 60 millisecond and pressure gradient across tricuspid valve less than 60 millimeter of mercury. That is called 60 by 60 sign. This finding is history of pulmonary embolism. Here see flow across pulmonary valve, acceleration time is 48 millisecond, that is less than 60 millisecond. This is the 60 by 60 rule seen in case of pulmonary embolism. So this is the case of infective endocarditis, vegetations at mitral valve, and case of pulmonary embolism also. So teaching point is here. One thing is McConnells signs. Poor contraction of right ventricle, poor free wall in comparison to apical portion of right ventricle. That is called McConnells sign. Second is pressure gradient across tricuspid valve less than 60 millimeter of mercury, and pulmonary artery acceleration time less than 60 millisecond. That is 60 by 60 rule. These findings seen in pulmonary embolism. At the same time you see the vegetations, and this patient was a known case of chronic renal failure. These are the findings in this image. Again you see the contraction of RV is poor compared to LV. You can easily see. Clearly see the RV is contracting less. And clearly see the RV is contracting less.